Hello, and welcome back to the spoilerCast, the show where we talk about movies and we don't care about spoiling them. My name is Tobias, and with me as always is my sister and trusted co-host, Rebecca.
Hello.
Yeah, hello. And if you're listening to this, you are either a member on YouTube or you are a patron over on patreon.com/nomagazine. So I want to say thank you so much for supporting us.
Yes. Extra thank you.
Extra thank you, yes. This is our companion piece, as it always is, or almost always is, to the last free episode where we talked about Shelby Oaks.
Yes.
Which is,
Which has done great numbers.
It has? Oh, the episode. Yeah, it's done pretty good. Yeah.
It's like 260 or 260 or something.
Yeah. Not great retention, but we don't always get that. But I think I went with the fucking most clickbaity title ever. And I know. And I even cheated a little bit in the episode, because when I ask you, I say in the when I ask you
the intro.
But in the original recording, I ask you, could you write a better script? And I don't say then Chris Stuckman.
Oh right.
So in the intro, I just added a then Chris Stuckman. I recorded, so to kind of make that point in the beginning of the episode. Yeah. So, I cheated a little bit, but whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
It worked.
It worked.
So, and obviously, most of the press that movie's getting is because of him being a YouTuber.
Of course.
And not being like the Raka twins, Michael and something, Philippou, whatever.
Michael and something, yeah, I don't.
Yeah, who have kind of, they made a clean break when they made Talk to Me, and they were like, we're not YouTubers anymore. They made like 2 more videos promoting the movie, and then they haven't touched their very successful YouTube channel in years. Instead, they've been focusing on making movies. Recently, Bring Her Back. And I think they're still working on Talk to Me too, which I don't know.
There were talks about it.
Yeah. Anyway, and Chris Stuckman has, of course, said, like, he's not stopping, the YouTube. He loves doing YouTube videos, so he's going to keep making that. And I don't know, So what we're doing now, we're talking about another YouTuber movie. There's plenty to pick from.
Sure.
You have fucking, little newer ones like the Thinning movies. Do you remember those? The Logan Paul movies?
Oh, right.
I don't think they weren't his movies, but he starred in them because he was famous from movies.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
There's what's his name? That annoying dude, Fred.
Yeah, the Fred movie. I think there's several Fred movies.
Probably.
Then of course there is what's that movie by Samurai Guitar Man, who's also kind of just like, he didn't really sell it as from the guy who made the Samurai Guitar Man YouTube videos. It's called Arctic, which is actually Arctic from 2018. It's like a survival drama thriller starring Mads Mikkelsen. It's actually pretty good. Joe Penna is his name, but I think his YouTube channel was Samurai Guitar Man, I think, at least.
Wasn't there like a video game high school movie? Or was it just a
I think it was just a TV show.
Because that was produced by
Freddie Wong and his team. Although they also kind of abandoned YouTube more or less. However, they have come back. They have started up the Rocket Jump channel again, but mainly to promote their new movie they're making, which is going to be like a full-on, like, the kind of the videos they made before, like full-on like action movie.
Right.
A la, like John Wick, basically, or more comedic. They did, during the pandemic, they made a movie, though, those creative partners, but, he's not really active on YouTube anymore. There's very few active YouTubers that make feature-length movies. However, there is one team, a production company, you might want to say, who has. It's been a while now, mainly because of the nightmarish production of the movie we're going to talk about. So they probably will never make another movie, but they're still active in participating in other movies, and they're very active on YouTube still. That is Red Letter Media. Rich, Mike, and Jay. My favorites.
People in the world.
Yes. My parasocial best friends ever.
Yes.
Yes. They have, of course, made several movies.
Yes.
The first one being, what's it called? Gorilla Interrupted.
Yes. That's
have you
the
seen
one
that
we
one?
saw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I think is legitimately an amazing movie. They followed that up with their attempt at a serious horror movie called the now I forget the Awakened or the Unearthed or something like that, which is like a decent.
The Recovered.
The Recovered. Sorry, yeah, The Recovered. Yeah, which is like a decent like mood piece horror movie, which came out in I think 2000.
Wait, we've seen that one too.
We probably have. Yeah, I mean I've seen it several times. Which they like kind of jokingly say was the inspiration for the Slender Man phenomenon.
Right.
Because of the bad guy in that movie is a tall, bald, white man standing in the woods scaring children. The year after the first Slender Man picture came out. And then of course in 2010 they made Feeding Frenzy. They're kind of like creature feature movie a la Gremlins and Ghoulies and Hobgoblins. Have you seen that one?
No, okay. I don't think I've seen that one.
That's probably their most like well, I mean, Gorilla Interrupted is pretty out there, but the one where like I mean, they literally have Mr. Plinkett as a character in the movie. Right. And this is after Mr. Plinkett blew up on the internet for the Phantom Menace review. But then they took a break. Because it took a while for them to actually get it done. But in 2016, I think, having shot it for like 3 years, they released Space Cop. And that's the movie we're going to talk about today.
Yeah.
Yeah. Space Cop! Which I really just picked because it's the easiest to find online.
Sure.
I actually bought all of them many years ago digitally from them.
Oh, I thought we were gonna say you had physical copies.
No, they were out of print by the time I decided to buy them. I'm sure there's like Space Cops Blu-rays available, but I bought them digitally.
Yeah.
So yeah, I couldn't give you my Plex password. So I couldn't share it with you. So this was the easy one. But I would have liked, honestly, to talk about any of them. But this was the easiest one.
Yeah, but I mean, we've talked about 2 of them already.
Yeah,
so that's true.
That's true.
It would be this or the Feeding
Frenzy. Yeah. And also this, it ties into the whole YouTuber movie thing. But it's also just it's a chance for me to gush about Red Letter Media. We'll see how much I actually do that, but I have the opportunity now.
Because spoilers, you can't be gushing too much about this one, can you?
Well, let's start the conversation. What did you think about Space Cop?
It was one of the worst things I've ever seen in my entire life. It was awful.
Out of place.
It reminded me of like
Space Cop.
It reminded me of like Kenny Starfighter. You know, that Swedish kids show.
Yeah.
Great show.
Great movie.
Great show. But somehow even worse production.
Yeah.
And just nastier jokes, because it's more of an adult humor, but
yeah.
It's like no. I'd rather watch Kenny Starfighter.
Yeah. Yeah, sure, yeah.
No, this is not my kind of movie. I don't mind the like RoboCop thing. But like, because he's a stiff, kind of boring police officer in the beginning before you realize he's just this bum. But it's just like, come on, he's just dumb. This is too much.
Yeah,
I can't stand these kinds of characters. There's no redeeming quality anywhere, and then on top of that, everything looks cheap.
Yeah,
it's just like nothing is helping here. No, this is probably one of the worst things I've ever seen.
Oh God. Well, and I on one level totally agree with you. It's a pretty bad movie. Although I gotta say, I've probably seen it like 5 or 6 times.
Oh my lord!
I mean, there was the first time when it was new. I saw it. Then I actually bought it, so I watched it again, and then I watched it with the commentary track. And then I watched. Okay, so maybe 4 times. I've probably like started a couple of times otherwise, but and I think, since you don't really have any sort of relation to Red Letter Media, have you even? I mean, you've seen some videos, I suppose.
I've seen clips.
You've seen you haven't even seen a full video.
I've never seen a full video, I think.
Oh, okay, yeah. Then there's very little to appreciate with Space Cop.
Yeah.
Because most of it is just in-jokes and references to movies or to reviews they've made about movies. Like the fact that everyone keeps screaming, "It's working!" in the end. It's a reference to Star Wars. It's when Anakin is fixing his pod racer.
Yeah.
When he starts it up, he screams, "It's working! It's working!" And they hate that line, so they keep using this. Stuff like that. Or the weird dragged out jokes. Them fake running down the hallway in the police station, stuff like that. It's just it does not make sense unless you're like,
no,
oh, that's what they did in the thing. So,
exactly.
Yeah. It's a movie made for Red Letter Media fans, and even most Red Letter Media fans does not really like it. They don't even like it themselves. They knew. I mean. The movie was.
Why the fuck did they make it?
Well, first of all, because it started out in like, I think, I don't remember. There is some behind the scenes stuff, even on YouTube. I think. Well, there is stuff on YouTube. I think they started in like 2008.
Oh my god!
Where they because Mike and Rich has been shooting like clips and sketches since they were in high school. Because they met in high school in like the 90s. Because they're very old. They're elderly men at this point, all of them. As they like to point out about other people. They're elderly now. So the idea was just shoot like a fake trailer for a sci-fi movie about a fat slob future cop called Space Cop. Yeah. And then I kind of grew into like, hey, maybe we should actually make this into a movie, like a stupid like sci-fi comedy. And they had like a couple of false starts over the years where they like started shooting, but they didn't have any budget or even a script beyond an idea that it's about a space cop. They just started shooting, and it quickly died out because they had no direction at all. Like, where are we taking this? I don't know.
Yeah, because if you don't have anything to go by, you're just gonna go, well,
yeah,
let's do it when we come up with something, and that never happens.
Which is also why I kind of like, because it's very recognizable, because that's how me and my friends did a lot of sketches and short films when we were kids. Just like, we'll just shoot something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then I think in 2012 they decided, like, let's actually try.
So they wrote down a script.
Yeah.
Or at least a storyline that's fully fledged. Well,
that's because that's
pretty
also
fully fledged.
That's also something I actually for once like paid attention to the plot.
Yeah.
Because I've never really honestly for as many times since I've seen it, I've never really said, I don't know what the movie is about. Space cop and there's some aliens. They want gold for something. I don't know.
Reason.
Yeah. But this time I was like, I'm actually, because I wasn't just like looking at it for the commentary track or anything. I was like, I'm actually going to follow the plot. And there is a plot.
There is a plot.
Most of it is like pretty, not a lot happens with the plot until the last like 20, 25 minutes.
Yeah.
But there is a plot there.
Sure.
I'm just saying.
Not that I fully understand it, if I'm being honest, but I think my mind just kind of went numb after a while.
Yeah, because it mainly focuses on the joke that cop from the future meet cop from the past.
Yeah.
And they both meet in the present.
The middle.
Yeah. So let's go through the plot then.
Yeah, because you kind of need to do that to talk about this movie.
Yeah, in the year 2052, I think it starts. In 2052.
I think they say 2052.
Yeah. Space Cop, just known as Space Cop, because they all have to change their name to protect their families, even though his wife still gets murdered.
Him.
Yeah. Although that is because of what happens in the past, but we'll get to that.
We'll get to that.
Space Cop he gets promoted after destroying the moon mines. He gets promoted to Space Traffic Cop, which is less dangerous, less work, more pay. I'm in. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he chases down a couple of speeders, whatever, people who are speeding.
Spaceships.
Yeah, spaceship speeding. And he follows them to a bigger spaceship, which is about to do a jump into a wormhole.
Yeah.
And their plan is to jump into 1985, but instead they jump into 2007. Space Cop gets dragged into the hole with them. He crashes just outside of Milwaukee, Wisconsin in 2007. And then there's a time jump, like 7 years or something, to 2015, where most of the movie takes place. Where he is just, he just got work with Milwaukee PD. They don't really explain it, which I think is funny.
Sure.
He's just like, I'm a cop from the future.
And they're like,
okay. They just skip the whole
Space Cop. Sure.
They skip the whole fish out of water part.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's just fully integrated now, sort of.
Every partner he has quits because they all get mildly wounded.
Yeah. So a new case pops up where the gold digger.
Yes.
A thief has been going around town stealing gold. Just gold, nothing else. Even if he does like a B&E, he doesn't steal any like
any other valuables.
Just the gold. So they need to. There's no evidence of him actually stealing it. There's no fingerprints, no nothing. So they need to catch him in the act. The movie starts with there's a break-in at some sort of cryogenic company.
Yeah,
where
right.
Space Cop and his latest sidekick has to go. Who keeps calling him Skip Scop.
He calls him Skip Scop, right?
Skip Scop.
He calls him something else.
My name is Space Cop. Well, he keeps,
Skip Scop.
is it okay and keeps calling him Skip Scop.
Why Skip Scop? Why?
It's never explained, but okay. And there they don't really say it, but we do recognize a couple of voices from the spaceship.
True.
Yeah, who are trying to break into one of the cryo tubes to get something. Skip Scop comes in and starts blasting the place. They eventually
Skip Scop.
Yeah, Skip Scop. They of course get away because he's a buffoon and he fails.
Yeah.
And even when
his partner gets mildly injured.
Yeah, and quits. So they get away with whatever they were stealing. And a bunch of the cryotubes malfunction. One of them containing a cop who has been frozen for 60 years.
Yeah.
So in the mid-50s, Detective Cooper walks out, played by Mike Stoklasa. And he just, so okay, now you work for the police department here. And since your last partner quit, Space Cop, we're gonna partner you up with the Detective Cooper. So cop from the past meet cop from the future, and they have to work on finding the gold digger.
And that's a cold case that no one wants.
Yeah,
really.
Which is like the next 45 minutes of them like following him around, trying to set up traps for him, and of course catching him. But because Detective Cooper uses old-timey 50s methods, beating him up while interrogating him, they have to let him go because that's not how it works. Also remember, you can't smoke in a police station anymore. Is this a joke?
Can't smoke anywhere.
What the fuck? You can't smoke in a police station? What is this? Yeah. However, we do then. now and then cut back to the aliens, who are also stuck in this time, and they are trying to... what they stole from the cryolab is that brain that they revive with the wires so they can talk to him.
Yeah.
And it's some sort of professor that was way ahead of his time. They want to help him...
build his machine.
Yeah, build his machine, continue his work. And he's like, yes, perfect. Ha ha ha. And they need gold, because for reasons, to make the machine. It needs gold to function. So that's why they're stealing gold.
It's the magic ingredient, basically.
Yeah. Lots of wacky hijinks, and finally, Cooper decides to go back to the cryolab and is like, why did they want to steal that tank specifically?
Yeah.
And then he meets with the pervert doctor who works there, who tells him that it was the brain of a Dr. Schuster? Sherman? Berman? Something?
I don't remember the name.
It's not really important.
No.
And I don't think, because he's just a voice, and it's Mike Stoklasa, and he's not credited as that character. He's only credited as Cooper. Anyway, he was like a dangerous scientist, a misanthrope, who had some crazy ideas, where he wanted to basically create a black hole, a man-made black hole, and what's it called? Harvest the energy of it, basically creating unlimited energy.
Yeah.
But when he shows him a tape of one of his speeches, and they're hinting at that he might just want to create a black hole to destroy the world as well, because he wants to create the end of mankind. I mean, the future of mankind. And these aliens who have now stolen his brain, revived him, and is getting him all the gold to build the machine. They need the machine because their planet is having an energy crisis. That's why they flew back in time, because he was murdered by... The doctor was murdered. That's why his brain is preserved. He was murdered before he could build the machine. He was murdered in sometime in the 90s or something. So the plan was to go back to 1985, when he had started a project, before it's actually become famous, and before he dies, of course. But because of the problems with Space Cop in the future, they end up in 2007 when he's already dead. So they have to revive his brain. And they do, and all this Cooper finds out, of course, calls up, because before that we had the breakup scene when Space Cop and Cooper realize that they can't work together. Their methods are too different. Too different. Yeah. And that's when Space Cop, for no apparent reason, starts living in his car. Even though, first of all, we've never seen him in an apartment before that, at least not in the present, only in the future. Right. But we do see him in an apartment later in the movie, so he had a home, he just decided to live in his car for some reason.
Because he wanted to feel bad about himself, I guess.
Yeah. And they wanted the scene.
Can't you see I'm trying to sleep in the back of my car surrounded by trash?
Yeah, exactly. So they decide, okay, we know what they're doing now, and we have to stop them, basically. So they go up to the spaceship. They realize that the spaceship... I'm skipping the whole thing with the metal company because it's too much. The aliens started... That was
just to make them understand that, aliens, okay.
Yeah, the aliens started a metal company so they could produce alien metals. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they could
produce
the components to make the machine. Yeah.
A metal that only works...
Only exists in the future. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they go up to the spaceship, and there it's explained then that they're not actually trying to destroy the world or anything. They're just trying to get this perpetual black hole energy for their planet. However, the brain has other plans, because when he's fully operational again, he says he wants to create the black hole to destroy everything. And it's kind of a throwaway line, because I'm not really sure they actually wanted to commit wholesale to is the aliens good or are the aliens bad, or is it just the doctor is bad or not. But there is a throwaway line when he says now I'll get back to that girl who stood me up at high school prom.
All right.
So that's his reason
to end humanity.
Yeah.
or the world.
Yeah.
Or the universe, I guess.
And of course, Cooper kind of understands this. So he works with the lady alien, played by Jocelyn Ridgely. We'll talk more about her later.
Sure.
To kind of stop the Doctor now that he realized that he's a madman. While Space Cop is just like, well, they're aliens, so I have to kill them. You know.
Yeah.
Which,
you know, there's a reason.
hey, if you want to talk about social commentary, there's a lot of like ACAB stuff in this. I'm just saying.
Sure.
If you really want to, this is biting social satire. Anyway, so he just goes on a rampage, killing all the aliens. Even though the scene where please, Space Cop, we need your help. Thank God you're here. He just shoots them, rips their heads off, and he throws them through windows. And then he has to fight with
Windows on a spaceship.
Then there's a fight scene with the gold digger called Crick. What's his name?
Something like that.
Yeah, played by Jay Bauman. And that's
the Space Cop is not the same actor.
No, because that's the big stunt scene. So they bring in Len Kabasinski to like obviously be his stuntman because they go from Rich Evans.
Even like let the brain be shown.
Yeah. It's an obvious joke.
Yes.
To go from Rich Evans, a very portly gentleman.
Yes.
To the tall, lanky, muscular Len Kabasinski to do all the kicks and jumps and flips. Very funny.
And just one cut in where it's original Space Cop going like yeah,
and the close-ups and going yeah. Greg gets sucked out of a window, and then they stop the black hole by they're trying to like.
They transfer the energy or something from the ship to Space Cop's
from the car to the ship, so they have energy to actually work all the computer stuff because he shuts down the energy on the ship. So they
it was the other way around first.
No,
they want to take the energy from the spaceship, the station, to the car because the car is out of energy anyways, and the only way to stop him is to make sure he doesn't have any energy to create his black hole.
But the electricity shuts down on the ship though, so they have to get that up first, isn't it?
I think the energy shuts down when he kicks over the fucking energy pole thing.
Oh, maybe, yeah. But anyway, what they're trying to do is to deactivate the brain so it can the brain of the Doctor so it can stop making the black hole. Only for Space Cop to save the day by just walking up to the brain and punching it. Like, wait,
basically,
just kill it. He's like, okay. And he goes,
like, oh, that's one way of doing it.
that's how I do it. I don't think. I just do. Or whatever he says.
Yeah, something like that.
And then there's the big celebration where he gets the key to the city from the mayor. And Detective Cooper talks about his crippling depression, from living in the future, and he has no family left anymore. And then there's last scene,
like 26 different pills.
Yeah. Constantly waking up and by vomiting and shitting himself and sweating. And then the movie ends after all this. They've celebrated the Space Cop. He walks home, comes into the door and just says, "Thankless fucking job." And the movie's over. I thought that was very funny. That he's so oblivious. He is the cliche bad cop. That's the whole point.
Yes.
Yeah. So the plot, although not very deep, does make sense. I realize.
Sure.
But it's 90% just gags and jokes.
Yes, I mean there's a 5-minute long scene where they just talk around about the gold digger entering their room and stealing their gold, and it just sounds like they're talking about like
it's homosexual innuendos.
Yeah.
Which, if you're watching this on YouTube or on Patreon, that's the background scene is here.
Right.
Yeah. It's very funny.
No, that is way too long. That scene. It's not funny.
It's very funny.
It drags on too long. It's not funny anymore.
It's very funny. If you like regular media, if you like that kind of humor, like. It goes, and this I loved all this stuff way before I found the Cumtown podcast. It just goes hand in hand.
Sure.
It's just like I I love...
It's bad sex jokes, basically.
I love, like, sophisticated humor and all that. We talked about it. I like movies that make me actually think, and I like music that is, like, difficult to listen to, because I think there's something to actually having to engage with your art instead of just, like, passively get it, like, crammed into your brain. Yeah. But also sometimes
pee pee poo poo humor is funny.
Pee pee poo poo very funny. there is a cathartic like energy to stuff like that, which I guess thinks well, that's why people watch like dumb movies. Yes, but that can't be everything you watch. But sometimes
no. But the thing is, the kind of humor you like is taking the dumb, mindless fun that some people have too much of, and you just go to the extreme instead and take that every now and then.
Yeah.
Instead of having like semi-dumb stuff too often, you have extreme.
Yes.
Less often. Like, where's the difference then?
Well, when
quantity over quality, or what?
Exactly. It's just if you're going for dumb pee pee poo poo jokes, go for the best.
Super dumb.
Yeah, go for the best pee pee poo poo jokes.
I can't stand it.
I am consistent, at least.
Sure. Which I guess this movie was too, because there's a bunch of dumbass jokes. It's just, I mean, they even pointed out one in the beginning. They make a point of pointing out how dumb things are in this movie.
Yeah.
When the police chief in the future, he like questions, why did we make a balloon animation
balloon that pops.
Deflates?
Yeah.
What's the point of that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically the entire movie. Like, why did we make something this dumb? What's the point of that?
Yeah. Like, it's just that's a joke in itself. The dumb future tech, like instead of having like we have now, we have like reading pads or audiobooks. They have hover books, not even hollow books, like the holographic balloon.
Right. Yeah,
hover books. It's just a physical book that hovers in front of you and turns pages by itself.
So you don't have to hold it. That's the only difference.
However, that actually happened because the police chief Patton, what's his name?
Yeah,
not Will Patton. What's his name?
Patton Oswalt.
Patton Oswalt. Yeah, Patton Oswalt was supposed to say hollow book, but he accidentally said hover book. So it's just like, we'll just animate a hover book then. Yeah. Or his when he's gonna save the hostages on the moon in the beginning.
Oh yeah.
And instead of putting his gun into a holster, probably because that gun is too big to have a proper holster on his costume, there's two space laser things comes and grabs the gun, which is just fishing strings. It just moves out of picture for him. Stuff like that. It's dumb, but it's very funny.
Yes. But then they did that joke where like, oh, the technology needs to charge. Hold up, let me just charge my thing first. Yeah. I hate that joke. That joke's been done too many times.
It has. But I have to remind you, this is a 10-year-old movie at this point.
Sure.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying it was revolutionary back then, but...
No. That joke had been around since, like, forever.
Yeah. Oh, one of my... I wouldn't say favorite, but another funny joke is when he's... Because that's also... We've been doing this for 30 minutes, so we should... Yeah, when he's eating the hot dog in the cop car, and Cooper asks him, do you know what hot dogs are made of? And he says,
all right.
Processed horse penis and Chinese people. At least they're in the future.
At least in the future.
Yeah, and he's like, okay. And then he's like, you know what I miss the most about the future? Hot dogs. Oh, it's even though he knows he's eating Chinese people and processed horse penis. It's so dumb. But it's
so dumb.
It's intentionally dumb. It's not like...
Sure. I mean, they picked, like, they made Future Cop, Space Cop be, like, the stupid racist dude who doesn't understand anything.
Yeah.
And then they chose to make
Cooper.
Detective Cooper a guy from the 50s who's super misogynistic and, like, also an idiot.
Yeah.
So, like, let's have the two extremes and just run with it.
Yeah, yeah. And
then the aliens are kind of the progressive ones.
yeah, and
reason.
sort of like now today people are kind of progressive. Yeah.
Kind of. Even though they're also idiots, the entire police force of somewhere outside of Milwaukee, just accepting them, just like, space cop, you ruined things again. I'll just get you a new partner. You can take this weird case that no one solved for so many years now.
Yeah. However, going back to like the intentionally dumb jokes is the whole point of the movie.
Sure.
Because if you know the dynamics, especially between Mike and Rich, since they've known each other a lot longer than, because Jay was introduced in like the early 2000s to the group. He's from a little ways away. That's they basically like they just corresponded over like movie forums, and then they decided to actually meet in real to make the movie Gorilla Interrupted. It was the first time they met.
So in 2003 was the first time they met.
I think the movie was made in 2000.
Well, before 2000. Yeah.
2000, 2001 somewhere.
Yeah.
No, it's probably made in 2000. Otherwise, they would have referenced 9/11, which they don't in that movie.
True.
Anyway, yeah. So yeah, the dynamic between Mike and Rich is it's the classic people who've been friends too long almost.
Yeah.
Because if you know, I mean, you know a little bit of it, but if you watch the videos, there's a lot. I wouldn't say hate love thing. It's more like it's that way, you know how good friends support each other, great friends or best friends, they shit on each other.
Yeah.
And that's basically the dynamic. Mike shits on Rich for everything. It's going back to Comptown again. It's very much Nick and Adam.
Sure.
Yeah. So, because that's how they...
It's like siblings. When you've known each other long enough,
Yeah.
they're like siblings.
Yeah.
You pick on each other, obviously.
Because that's also... He kind of explains that in the behind-the-scenes documentary for Gorilla Interrupted called How Not to Make a Movie. Great documentary. I think that's available on YouTube. You should check it out.
Probably.
Where they document the whole making of the movie. It's amazing. That when they would get together after school and shoot little sketches and stuff in either Rich's grandma's house where he lived or in Mike's parents' basement, it was just an excuse to like dress Rich up in dumb costumes and throw things at him, or to just destroy things because it's funny. Also because
it's fine, Mom. We did it for the movie, the video we're making.
Yeah, I mean, especially when they're at Rich's grandma's house, because she was as much as I know based on what they've said in videos stuff.
Sure,
she was
of course
out of it. Like she was gone.
Okay.
So they were just allowed. They got away with everything in her house. So there's a bunch of like lost media. There are only clips left of basically of them just trashing stuff in her basement. And I mean that's the whole idea of Gorilla Interrupted was that she had passed away earlier that year, and they were in the Rich and his uncle, I think, was in the process. Well, not Rich, but Rich was living there, so they were in the process of getting rid of all her old stuff and selling the house.
Sure.
So they basically had a carte blanche to just destroy the house. Basically, like everything that was in there was either going into storage or was going to be thrown away. So they just destroyed everything. So much of that movie is just them trashing that house.
That is true.
With a Rich Evans boobery. His physical comedy. And I think that's because that kind of gets lost in, of course, there's nothing of that in The Recovered because it's a serious movie.
No.
And there's nothing of that in Feeding Frenzy. There's a little bit of it. But I think they kind of wanted to go back to that because there is that anarchic nature to Space Cop.
I mean, there is a scene where he literally pulls a shelf down from the wall, he falls over, he breaks a fridge.
Yeah. And of course, when he gets all the pop-ups on his Iron Man visor, he runs into the garbage cans.
Trash cans, and all that stuff.
Oh!
I can't see!
Fuck
no,
my
it's
balls!
porn! Oh, celebrities that have weird information? Show me that! Oh no, more!
Yeah. So the whole movie is an excuse for Mike to kind of poke fun at Rich for being, bigger. Although he shouldn't be one to talk.
No. He's not very slim himself.
No. But that's also the old dynamic, because he if you watch Gorilla Interrupted, he was much skinnier, much skinnier back then, and Rich was still kind of pudgy, So that's just a dynamic that I've lived on till now. Although he has pointed out sometimes that he's being a bit of a hypocrite when he's calling Rich fat, because he's basically as fat himself now. Anyway, so the whole movie's just an excuse for to dress Rich up. Because Rich is so far from the stereotypical action movie hero.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But to dress him up as a space cop and then just have him, eat hot dogs and fall over. That's the idea of the movie. And for them to make, silly alien masks and alien sets.
Yeah.
So
the alien masks were actually alright.
They're pretty good. They're pretty good.
Except for when they're a bit too close and you see the mouth.
Yeah, and you see the chin stick out. And you see the Although that's another thing.
Where's the liquid latex?
Yeah, that's another thing you can see in the behind the scenes. I think it's on YouTube, or it's on the Blu-ray. The original masks that Jay made before they hired a professional mask maker, fucking terrible. Anyway. So, it's...
So what did you think of the movie?
Well...
I never really...
Yeah, we never really got into that. But I... As a movie, it's not good. It isn't.
But as a fan...
I do like it. What I write. Because this was actually the first time I saw it since I used Letterboxd. This was my first time writing about it. I gave it 2 out of 5. The 2 out of 5 is my serious opinion of the movie. It's overly long, not really that funny, and looks extremely cheap. But honestly, I kind of loved this movie. Yeah, the big one is Max the Class as a 50s cop is hilarious. Which I'm a big fan of Half in the Bag and Best of the Worst. I loved all the references. This is my Disney Star Wars. Yeah, because that's also something I had to add there. Because people will say like, oh, well, but you don't like dumb, fan service and references in
other media.
Yeah, in Disney stuff. Like, no, yeah, that's true. But so I can understand people who are fans, but it's also, that's just one movie. It's not one movie every year and 16 TV shows,
Yeah. It's not
saturated.
Oversaturated, yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, I like this is the one of all their movies. This is the one I've seen the least. Like I said, I genuinely enjoy Gorilla Interrupted, and I think
I don't remember liking that, but sure.
I think Feeding Frenzy is a decent creature feature horror movie. The Recovered, since they were trying to be serious, it does succeed in the mood and stuff, but the plot doesn't really make sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one is probably the weakest of the 4 movies they made, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that is very much. It was also their biggest endeavor, and it was something it was the first movie they made when their YouTube channel had really, when they had gone viral, so they had to do the movie and consistently put out YouTube videos, which I remember. Because I discovered them, I started watching them regularly around the time they were making Space Cop. So I remember, watching all of the backlog, and then realizing that, first of all, sometimes, Mike wouldn't be in an episode, or Jay wouldn't be in an episode, and I was like, shit, are they breaking up? But no, because they were working on the movie at the same time.
You're breaking up.
Yeah, and it was being very, they were being, because nowadays, they're not inconsistent, they're just they release the videos not as often as other channels.
Sure.
Back then they were like, it was inconsistent. Like sometimes it could be like a couple of months without any releases because they were working on the movie.
Because they were busy.
Yeah. So I think they've said that they're never gonna make another movie because it was too much work to both make the movie and keep the YouTube channel afloat because that's their main breadwinner, and also because the movie stinks. Like they weren't particularly happy with it, and then like, well, at least the fans are gonna love all the reference. No, most fans don't like it either. They like certain aspects of it, but overall, like the movie is not good.
They probably thought it was gonna be funnier than it actually is.
Yes.
They thought this would be like, it was be so bad it's good kind of thing.
Yeah,
but it's slightly
better than that, which makes it worse.
I was about to say it's almost too bad.
Okay.
To the point where it's not funny anymore. Like, you went too far.
Yeah.
Because you can't make something that's so funny, so bad it's funny.
Oh yeah.
But if you just make it a little bit worse, it's like, no, it's just bad.
Yeah. Yeah, sure.
There's a fine line where
yes.
you need to land, and it's either too bad or just not bad enough.
So they have over the years poked fun at it, because it was which is
aware enough to do that.
Huh?
At least self-aware enough to do that.
Yeah. And
that's an issue.
And I think because they're also not super, like, they're not like your typical influencers. They don't like share a lot of their like, personal life or whatever. Very few details have leaked over the years. So I don't think they would. This is just what I think. Like, after having watched them for many years, I would think I have a little bit of a grasp on their psyche, so to speak. I would think that they were kind of disappointed that people at least didn't say, well, it's bad, but it's funny bad, and that people were just like, it's just bad, basically. Of
course.
Yeah, but their defense then is to just shit on the movie, which they would have done anyway, because you can see that in the behind the scenes stuff, they didn't believe in the movie before it was released. Even like, they knew they were making.
They had already started. They could have just stopped.
Yeah, now. Sort of. And I mean, the budget was Kickstarter as well, so they kind of had to.
Yeah, and if you release something like this, you either have to love it, like Chris Stuckman, or you need to hate it enough to be like, yeah, this is so bad it's funny, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And they were probably somewhere in between, like, we know this is gonna suck, but hopefully people will at least enjoy it.
Yeah.
And they didn't, so I was like, oh, well.
Yeah.
The fuck did we do this for?
Yeah. So that's why they haven't made another movie. I still, like, I'm hoping that they will make another movie at some point. Because that's also something I've been thinking about, which sounds weird to say. But they are definitely older than like most regular most successful YouTubers are my age or younger.
Yeah,
like you have the old school YouTubers.
The prime OGs, they're
my age.
PewDiePie and what's his name?
Like the Nintendo nerd, video game nerd.
Yeah, kind of.
He's a little.
Mark. What's his name?
Markiplier.
Who's the honest dude? Markiplier.
Yeah. They're around my age.
Mid to late 30s.
A little older or a little younger. And then, of course, you have the new ones, which are all like in their 20s. Although some of them that I've been watching for a while, they're like getting into their early 30s now, and they're like, man, I'm really grown up now. It's like, Jesus Christ.
That's when they start having kids, so they can make family channels, so they can make their newborns be the stars.
Yeah. However,
dangerous territory.
Yeah. Rich, Mike, and Jay, they didn't become famous, so to speak, YouTube famous, until they were in their late 20s. And that's 15 years ago. Like, they're old. Once again, I don't know exactly their birthday, but I think both Mike and Rich are like, I think they're 50 now, or like pushing 50.
You need to be able to Google this.
I found He's
born in 1977, Rich Evans.
Where does it say that though? What is it? Is
IMDb.
It oh, okay, all right.
Actually, I realized. Wait, then we should be able to see Mike's Stoklasa as well. 1978.
It says. Okay, that might have been updated. I mean, yeah, it's been a while since I watched their IMDb, but I know a few years ago there was not on there.
Yeah, so they're about 50 almost.
Yeah. So I used to like you had to do if you like listen to them talking about like when they were making the movies and everything, you could kind of like piece together when they were born, sort of.
Yeah.
So then I think Jay Bauman is born 1980. I think. Let's see if they actually says 1980 now.
Yeah, 80.
Okay, yeah, because he said I was in my 20s or I was 20 years old when they made Gorilla Interrupted. Anyway, yeah, so they're like they're old. Like in 10 years, they're in retirement age almost.
Yeah,
and especially since they're working in like obviously, although we can say that in the entertainment industry, some people work until they die because it's a
sure.
It's
even on YouTube you have old people who are actually like making it still.
Yeah, although I don't think that Rich, Mike, and Jay are gonna make new Best of the Worst episodes in their 70s.
No,
I don't see that happening. It's not.
No.
So that
it's a niche genre of old people.
yes, because old people on YouTube make like Depression era cooking or I play the piano.
Or I was thinking about the Skyrim grandma.
Sure, yeah. But I mean
but she's very niche.
They've been joking about them being old and not doing this for like the last 5 years anyway. So.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about the fact that like we at the most probably have like 10 more years of content, and it's probably going to start ebbing out before that.
Do they have families?
I think that's the only thing. They don't really talk about it, but I think I think I've seen somewhere that Rich Evans did get married a few years ago.
Because that sounds like it could be sad otherwise.
And early on,
but I mean, yeah, like you said, they don't usually talk about stuff.
No, they don't talk about it because it's frankly none of our business, really. Like, no, that's true. It is this. There needs to be a barrier between, because like
I'm just thinking, like, because you have Rhett and Link, who are also kind of hitting the older.
They're 48, both of them. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So. But we know that they're married because they're
very much
disclosed
featured their families in.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that, but I respect both ways of doing it.
I actually saw a clip today of Rhett answering his phone while they were recording, going like, "Hey babe, you're on the podcast, just so you know."
Okay,
like before she even gets to say anything, and he's like, "Is this something you can say like this, or do you want me to call you back?"
Yeah.
It's like, no, it's nothing bad, but call me back. I don't want to say it online.
Yeah. Yeah, and they've chosen to be more open. That where the brand are them. So exactly. The fans kind of want to know more about them. And that's, but I mean, Red Letter Media, really, the brand Red Letter Media are Rich, Mike, and Jay.
Sure.
But it's more their humor than their personality.
It's the characters they put on while they're reviewing movies, more or less.
Yeah.
It's not Jen and Julian, who are authentically themselves, just filming whatever the fuck they feel like.
Although, they are themselves. It's just they don't divulge personal information.
Yeah. I mean, Jen and Julian showed everything for a while.
Yeah.
Basically.
To the point where Jenna had to stop.
Yeah,
so I mean, hey, when we started the whole video podcast thing a couple of years ago, that was one of our first clips we put up. That we really miss Jenna Marbles.
That's true.
Time to mention it again, Jenna. I know it's been 5 years now, but please.
No, it's okay.
It's okay. I mean, obviously it's okay, but can you imagine if she came back? Just
oh my god, the internet would literally break.
Yeah. Oh my god. Anyway, we're talking about Red Letter Media.
Yes,
I think once again, this is very much like through osmosis. I think Mike at least has a girlfriend because early on in Best of the Worst, the bad movie review show, they used to feature. They still feature other guests, of course, other friends and stuff, but a lot of the early episodes has a girl named Jessie in it, Jessie Nichols.
Okay.
Who also produced the show that Rich and what's his name? The bald guy. Oh, whatever. Their video game show that they did for a few years. She produced that. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
I think Mike and Jessie were together, and then she kind of disappeared from the channel. She actually has an audio cameo in Space Cop. She is the dispatcher in the future. The dispatch voice on the Space Cop radio. I think they were a thing, and once again, he's never said anything, but I assume they're still together then, Yeah. Because if you're together with someone in your, like, early 30s, and you've been together for a little while, it's, of course people break up and everything, but it feels like that's going to be this is your...
Odds are you're going to stay with that one.
Yeah. Now, Jay, I don't know. All I know is he has a cat.
Of course he has a cat.
I think once again a lot of speculation, and I'm almost a little disgusted with myself just talking about this, because it shouldn't be something I talk about. But
like you said, it's none of our business.
Exactly,
really.
But yeah, I get the feeling he's kind of like just awkward. So he hangs out with his cat, he watches movies, listens to synthwave music, he hangs out.
He does his thing.
Yeah. I'm sure...
There's nothing wrong with that.
I'm sure... It would be so strange, though, if they all of a sudden, like, they decide, like, well, we're gonna end the show now, because we've been doing it for so long, we're pushing 60... And honestly, we haven't told you before, but we have families to take care of. We can't.
Yeah, like we want to spend more time with our kids before they go to college. Like,
what?
Sorry?
That would be so weird. Jay's like, yeah, I have 2 daughters. I have a lovely wife. It's just like, but then it would almost be like, why have you been hiding this from us?
We're moving to Ohio or something.
Yeah. That would almost, I don't know. No, honestly, once again, I've had this conversation with my other best friend, ChatGPT. That I don't even think they're gonna do like a big like fanfare ending. It's just gonna end. They might say like in the last best worst, like, well, we've been joking about it a lot, but this is the last one. Bye. And then there's never any other videos. They shut down the Patreon. Nothing is ever said again.
I mean, that is the way to go, though.
Yeah,
just disappear.
Because I can't imagine them doing like we've been doing this for a long time,
it's been a good run, and
we really love
really proud of what we produced.
Like, no, they wouldn't do that. No,
they're not that kind of people.
No. And Rich is just like, I know, I've and he's just like, I love you guys. Like, no, this is not gonna happen.
They're not the kind of people who will say that they love their fans in that sense.
No,
even though they obviously everyone loves their fans to a certain degree.
Yes, of course.
They're very appreciative.
They're appreciative. But they also have the kind of asshole fans, once again, connecting it to Cometown, they have those kind of asshole fans where like, Mike keeps calling Rich fat, so I'm going to call him fat.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's funny. Oh, Rich, you're dumb and fat, and it's funny when you fall down. Like, It's like, yeah, Mike can say that because he's Rich's friend.
His best friend.
You can't say that. You're a stranger.
Fan. Shut up.
This is the same thing with... For I mean, it's still going on to this day, but for a while, Adam from Cometown, he got like hundreds, if not thousands, of like DMs on Instagram with everyone just like, yeah, fuck you, Jew, you're a bug, you're a faggot, like over and over again. Because it's funny when Nick says it. It's like, yeah, once again, because they're best friends. You can't say that to a stranger online.
And that's parasocial.
Yes.
Fandom where it's just too fucking weird sometimes. Like, God.
Yeah.
I hate that part of any fandom, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
You're just a fan.
You're
Stay
a fan.
Shut up.
It's okay to be fan, but that's where it ends.
Consume what they give you, but do not comment on it like that. Like,
Yeah.
you can say that you like it, or if you dislike it, but you can't pretend that you know them. Because
no, you don't.
You don't.
You only know what they choose to divulge.
Exactly.
And even if you think that, like with Rich and... No, not Rich. With Rhett and Link, like, well, we know so much about them. There's plenty we don't know. Plenty we don't know.
I mean, to be honest, you don't know what they do behind cameras. Like, they could be assholes. They could be, well, not murderers, but like, you know, borderline.
There was that
Anyone,
video.
I'm saying.
There was...
Like what video?
A few years ago, pretty long, like maybe like 8 years ago now, there was a leaked cell phone video of Rhett like throwing a tantrum, where they're recording, you know, Good Mythical Morning, and someone has moved their chairs, so Link's chair is on Rhett's place.
Oh, they switched them.
Yeah, and Rhett's like, whoa, hey, stop, we're not filming. Like, somebody moved my chair. Like, what?
This is my chair.
Like, yeah, but they're the same. We just switched them over because it's no. This is my chair. I've told you specifically that I want my chair on my place. You can't just do that. Like, I run this place, okay? He freaks out and storms out. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Maybe he just had a bad day, though.
No, the thing is, they never really talked. Maybe they have talked about it, and I just missed it because I don't watch everything they make. But if you listen to what they're actually saying, there are a couple of like, because he mentions that why he's so mad isn't that they moved his chair. It's that his chair has actually been molded because he's had the chair so long. It's specifically molded to my butt. He screams. I was like. He wouldn't say my butt if he was actually angry. He would say my fucking ass
or something, at least. Yeah.
And then it sounds like this is a fake freak out.
No, but I'm like, there's a bunch. That's with all celebrities. You don't know what they're like behind cameras. Yeah, I mean, prime example in fucking K-pop, to bring that up, just because I can.
Yeah.
There are K-pop artists that have been convicted of SA.
Oh no. Well, of course.
And even fucking murder, so...
Jesus.
But their fans love them because they're so cute on videos. No. You don't know them. They just act nice for their fans because that's how they make money. You don't know. They could be total assholes.
Oh, by the way...
Most people are obviously smart enough to know that since you're that big of a celebrity, you're going to be filmed like all the time. Yeah. Everything you do will eventually come out, so they actually do make sure that they're nice. But they might hate it.
Here, by the way, I don't know if I'm going to edit this into the video, but I'm going to... This I found the freak out video. Yeah. The comments seem to say that it's a joke, and I do believe it's a joke.
Bum,
yeah.
Yeah, no.
And this too,
you fucking filming?
Yeah.
And he walks around instead of just reaching. That's fake. That looks so fake.
I'll say this though,
because why would Link even go like, "Hey, by the way, you're being filmed," instead like, "Dude, calm down. It's just a chair."
Yeah. Gotta say though,
fucking fake.
Pretty good acting.
Sure, pretty good.
If it is acting,
the script is bad.
Oh yeah. Anyway, yeah.
Anywho.
What are we talking about?
I don't know.
Parasocial.
You don't know what people are like behind cameras.
Yeah. No, yeah, exactly.
Or off camera, I suppose.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we kind of got away from the Space Cop discussion and talked more about YouTubers and stuff. I do want to mention though, because since it's been a while since I watched, it's probably been like 5 years since I saw the movie or more. I just looked up like, has any of the actors done something since? Because I remember when the movie came out, because it's mostly like people from like local
friends.
Theater people, friends, or like people who are like they're extras or like they work in what's it called? Reklamfilmer, ads,
advertisement.
Yeah.
Yeah. Commercials.
But I it's like G.K. Johnson. I know they talk about him in the commentary tracks that he's done like as you can see he's in real movies, and he worked up to 2023. He does have one upcoming though, and of course everything with the pandemic, you're still seeing like backlash from that. People who might not have worked in a couple of years. So you have people who he's like a semi-professional actor,
Yeah, small roles, but he's still acting.
Yeah. But then you have, and of course, everyone knows Patton Oswalt, comedian, actor, whatever.
Do they know him? Is that why he's in it?
Jack is the bald guy I was talking about. Jack. Do you know Jack? The one who was nicknamed Cancer Man for a while on YouTube? Because in the comments, because he's bald. The bald guy, kind of lanky with the glasses.
Yeah.
Who's like a guest sometimes, pretty often on Best of the Worst. Jack Packard.
Yeah.
He worked for, because he's always been in like creative spaces, sort of. Or like working with ads in creative space or something. So he worked for Funny or Die back in the day, like in the late 2000s. So, and he worked like a creative director or something. Yeah. So he knew Patton Oswalt through Funny or Die, because Patton Oswalt had done some stuff with Funny or Die. So that's how they knew it. That scene is actually filmed. I mean, that part with Patton Oswalt is filmed on Funny or Die's set.
Right, because he's just behind the screen basically.
And then you have people like Freddie Williams, who is he's a cartoonist. He's an artist, cartoon artist. He draws like cartoons and mostly does like covers for comic books is what I'm trying to say, not cartoons.
Sure.
Yeah. Who are like fans of the show, and because they're semi-famous, just like J. Mike and Rich, they are allowed to be sort of friends with them.
Yeah.
But then you have Jocelyn Ridgely, which had appeared in a bunch of other stuff with them. She's in Feeding Frenzy. She's just a very small part in Feeding Frenzy. And in their Star Wars Episode 3 review, the whole narrative there is basically around her character, which because, in the Star Wars reviews, Mr. Plinkett always has like hookers chained up in his basement.
Yeah.
He's a psychopath. And they actually made like a full, like 30, 40 minute short about her character called The Revenge of Nadine, where she goes to like confront Mr. Plinkett after the Episode 3 review.
Yeah, she's credited in the Phantom Menace review as Nadine, Attack of the Clones review, and Revenge of the Sith review.
Oh, right. She's in Attack of the Clones as well, yeah. And she, and from commentary tracks and stuff like that, I know that she's done like local theater, she's done like shorts and stuff like that. So I was like, I wonder if she's done anything since then. And I saw that she'd worked up until 2022, and then it's like, oh, okay, nothing after that. And it's mostly, it's Space Cop, and then there's a big leap until 2022. And then I just looked. It says Jocelyn Ridgely was born on the 21st September 1981. And then I looked, born 1981, and then it said died February 2025. And it's like, what?
This year?
Yeah, this year. So I just started Googling around. If you just Jocelyn Ridgely obituary, I thought of first. And then I found, where was it? Online Tribute. Yeah. Where you could First of all, that's kind of funny, because there all of a sudden you got a lot of information about someone who is kind of adjacent to Red Letter Media. Which is kind of weird in a way, but also like, oh, okay. Where she was never like a 100% professional actress. She did a bunch of other stuff. That's why she didn't really do much, because she had a real job, so to speak. But they do mention because art and her like acting and stuff was something she was passionate about. So they do mention that she was in cult favorites Space Cop and Revenge of Nadine. I was like, oh, that's nice.
Do you know what happened to her?
Yes, because it does say on IMDb, it says homicide. And I was like, whoa. And yeah, her and her brother were living together in Arizona.
Yeah.
And it seems that he killed her and then killed himself.
It seems to have been a murder-suicide, yeah.
Which, yeah, there's not really any... Because, yeah, that was in February, and there's not... I looked, there hasn't really been any follow-up. But it was just like, that's really sad.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just wanted to bring that up. There's... Because... Yeah, like...
That's a shame. She could have done more.
Yeah, it's a shame. And I mean, she seemed like a nice person from what little I'd seen, you know. So I don't know if I overstepped a parasocial wall there, but I actually left a comment because anyone could leave a comment on her memory wall on the online tribute page.
That's what they're there for, basically.
Yeah. And most of the ones were from friends that were left around the time she was buried.
Sure.
Yeah, but I just wrote, I only knew Jocelyn through her work with Red Letter Media, but her comedic talent and warm personality always brought a smile to my face. My thoughts and prayers go out to her family. That's
nice.
It was weird, yeah, but it's weird. Like, jeez.
It's because you rarely run into a celebrity that isn't big enough so that everyone writes about it.
Yeah,
but you know who they
know
are.
about. Yeah.
That has passed away. It's like, oh shit,
and
I know who this person is, but no one else seems to know.
First of all, dying way before you're supposed to, being murdered.
Yeah, she was 43, I think.
Yeah, jeez. So I just wanted to say that. So yeah, I mean, rest in peace, Jocelyn Ridgely.
Yeah. Weird way to end this episode.
Weird way to end this episode. But yeah, I mean, I think it's the right thing to do.
Sure, of course.
But yeah. So yeah, weird place to end it. But yeah, I don't. Do you have anything else to say about the movie or about parasocial relationships?
No. Oh God.
We could just to kind of get away from the very sad part. But once again, yeah.
Sure.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Yeah.
I don't know if I didn't tell you, but last week I finally watched K-pop Demon Hunters.
Hey, you finished it?
Yeah.
Did you like it? No, you thought it was terrible.
I didn't think it was terrible. But it wasn't like...
It was not as fantastic as you thought, because based on everyone's reaction.
No. I gave it 2.5 stars. And I wrote, hyperactive to the point where I had to watch it in 2 sittings. Pretty standard kids movie tropes about learning to love yourself and finding your own personal strength. I won't go as far as calling it garbage. Should be but this is definitely cynical, trend-chasing, cash-grabbing slop. Sure. It also doesn't help that I'm neither a fan of K-pop or musicals, so...
No.
Because that's obviously, like, K-pop is super popular. How about we make a movie about K-pop artists that are also demon hunters?
Yeah, because we throw in that anime stuff that people like with the demon hunters, yeah. I've grown tired of the narrative a little bit because it's still going on. Some people are still obsessed about it.
Yeah.
But it's gone so far that the song Golden, which is the big song in the movie, has been nominated for a fucking Grammy. Not the writer who all of a sudden got a music career because of this. She's been trying to become an idol for like years.
But
writing this song actually gave her the chance. She wrote Golden, but she wasn't the one singing in the movie.
No. But
now she gets to perform as Huntrix with 2 other girls.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden she's been allowed to like release her own music as herself as well.
Yeah.
Which is so strange because now there's 3 versions of Huntrix now. You have the voice actors, you have the girls sing it in the movie, and now you have Huntrix in real life.
Yeah.
Because they're going by Huntrix, which is so weird. But it's the movie song version that is nominated for a Grammy. Out of all the K-pop people who are like sending in their what's it called? They want to be nominated?
Yeah. Whatever. Yeah.
They choose a Netflix movie.
Yeah. An American K-pop song.
Well, she is Korean, the girl who wrote it.
Yeah,
so.
but she lives in America, I suppose.
I think so, yeah.
Either way, yeah. Yeah,
it's like, come on. Not even like Blackpink. No. We're doing fucking Huntrix, who's not technically
real.
The one they're choosing is not the real band. It's not a real band. It's a fucking movie.
Yeah.
It's so annoying.
Yeah.
Oh, that's dumb. I mean, sure, the song is still... I still like it. I was about to say it still slaps, but I'm too old for that. I don't know. But it's not... Come on, there are so many more talented K-pop artists who could have been nominated for a Grammy.
Yeah.
Seriously. But it's because the Western world is still a little bit afraid of choosing actual K-pop artists.
It's racial bias. It's racism.
True, actually.
White supremacy.
Even though other music awards have been better about it.
Yeah.
Hell, they had Stray Kids doing a was it Westlife or Backstreet Boys tribute last year at... I don't remember, the VMAs? I don't remember, something like that. Which was apparently iconic.
Iconic.
I don't actually understand some of the music industry, if I'm being honest.
No.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah. Well, now I have seen it, so I can officially add it to my 2025 list.
Good job.
Yeah. Also, just because the way we recorded Shelby Oaks, we haven't really talked for like 2 weeks almost.
Yeah. Nothing much happened in my life.
No. But I'm just like, did you see the Scream 7 trailer?
What? No, I haven't actually had time to like go online and see if there are any new what's it called? Trailers coming out.
Yeah.
All I know is that Frankenstein has come out technically.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet.
People have been watching Predator's Badlands.
Yeah.
And obviously there's a lot of talk about the Wicked 2 movie finally premiering soon.
Yeah.
Other than that, no. There's a fucking another Scream coming out? Why?
Well, they kind of want to... I think it's both to kind of turn the legacy movies into a trilogy.
Sure.
Because the original was a trilogy before they made the revival fourth movie. But the thing is, like, I don't think any of the, like, main girls, Jenna Ortega or the other girl, is in this one. This is supposed to be more of like a going all the way back. So what's her name? Shit, the main girl.
Neve Campbell and Courtney Cox.
Neve Campbell is the main character now, and her daughter, who are being attacked.
Yeah. The only ones who are returning from the new trilogy
the twins
are the twins.
Yeah. Well,
Indy and Chad.
Yeah, and I know there was a lot of like behind the scenes drama, especially with the older sister, not Jenna Ortega sister, whatever her name is.
Yeah, whatever her name is. Yeah.
I never got into it because people got weirdly obsessed with those movies. There was like this subset of fans that were like culty. And there was, the classic, the fan edits with the music and the they became that obsessed with the movies. And I was like, really, these movies? Okay.
Is it Melissa Barrera?
Yes, I think so. We mentioned her recently, and I thought she was another person in. Yeah,
you mixed her up with
whatever other movie we were watching.
Whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
Whoever.
So there was some like dispute that. They were like people, of course, people, parasocial people who were, they started like conspiracy theorizing. Like, oh my god, they're shadow banning her because she said something. Blah. No, it was just like, I think it was a money dispute, and she didn't want to do the movie unless she got paid more. And they were like, well, fuck you then. You're not that important to our movies. I was like, really? You've been building her up for 2 movies. You're not gonna have her in your final movie? Okay, weird.
There is a trivia on Scream 7 that says that she was absent from Neve Campbell will reprise her role, but she was absent from the previous one due to pay dispute, and not returning the directors, and then they want to take a break. And while Marissa Barrera as Sam Carpenter was fired from the production after sharing pro-Palestinian comments.
Oh, that was a thing, yeah, which is also weird.
On the 2023 Gaza War. I was like, okay, sure. In response, Jenna Ortega also decided to leave, originally citing a scheduling dispute with season 2 of Wednesday. She later revealed that with the directors and Barrera gone, the project was falling apart, and staying didn't seem like the right move.
Yeah.
Firing her over pro-Palestinian comments seems kind of dumb.
That would be like then every actor like 5 years ago or whatever would have been fired for saying shit about Trump.
Yeah.
But no one was, because it's okay to hate him. But then it's weird because most people are...
There are working actors who are both pro and anti-Palestine.
Yeah.
Like... Yeah,
but that's also like
something else for some reason.
That's also the mainstream opinion to have, to be like, oh yeah, Israel should stop bombing civilians in Palestine. Why would she be fired over that?
Yeah.
Well, because, I mean, who lives in Israel? Who runs Hollywood? The Jews.
Oh. I didn't make that connection. I'm so not like caught up on what even is wrong in that war, except for stop bombing civilians.
Well,
That's all I know.
You know that it's
sure
Muslims and
Jews. Yeah.
Israel
like
is Jews and Palestine are Muslims. That's the whole thing.
Right.
We're not going to get into it. Yeah, but
we're not going to get into
it. You got to know that.
Yeah.
People live in Israel are mainly Jews. Yeah. Jewish.
True.
Anyway.
But yeah, okay, so the twins are returning. Hey, Anna Camp is joining us. Sydney's neighbor.
I just think it's...
That's the only other person I recognize, though.
Yeah.
Everyone else is like... Oh, yeah, David Arquette is reprising his role. How? Didn't he die?
He died in the 5th one.
Maybe it's a flashback or something.
No. Yeah, I just think... You know what? We're going a little long here, but fuck it. This is just another example of how you ruin a franchise.
Yeah.
Because now this one is going to be a mess. It's not going to be good. I mean,
the
last one wasn't that good, so...
I'm a little disappointed in Nev Campbell and Courtney Cox for even, like, agreeing to this.
Well, it's money.
I know, and like,
Friends
what else
was 20
has
years
Nev Campbell
ago.
done since?
Huh?
Yeah, like, that's all she's known for, Nev Campbell specifically.
No.
She hasn't done a lot
No.
in between that you know of.
No, yeah, but...
Apparently she was in Skyscraper in 2018. I never actually watched that one, I think.
It's a decent action movie. I think she was the wife, I think. I don't remember. I've seen the movie once.
Sarah Sawyer, I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I think that's The Rock's wife. Yeah, but like it's a classic. You have the first movie, generational, revolutionary, amazing, one of the best movies ever made. You have the sequel, not as good, but really good. And then the third one, it's definitely the weakest of the original three. And I would even go as far as say the fourth one is better than the third one. But it still has that, it's very much of its time, and it fits very well within the Scream universe.
Yes.
And then you have the one revival 10 years later, which, but fortunately it was good. That was the thing. And it was still Wes Craven. He wrote and he didn't write them, but he was involved in the creative process on every level. Like writing, producing,
directing.
Haven't we
done a ranking?
We have, yes.
Of the Scream movies?
Yeah.
I can't find that I have a list on it.
It might be... Oh.
Maybe only video.
Maybe.
We usually do lists while we're doing the video. Whatever. Sorry.
Yeah. But then, he died in 2014, a few years after the fourth movie. And then they were like, we're going to make new Scream movies. It's like, but why? We had a perfect ending. Honestly, well, we didn't have a perfect ending with the third one. So you could say that they wanted to make a fourth one to kind of give us a perfect ending. And it was, if you're going to do a meta movie about tropes in movies, to do a late revival sequel makes sense to make one for Scream as well then. Especially since the horror genre had changed so much in the times between Scream 3 and Scream 4.
Yes.
But these new ones still, so we don't have Kevin Williams on writing. We don't have Wes Craven directing. We don't even have Nev Campbell starring. She has like a supporting role in the first one, and she's not even in the second one, right?
Yeah. No, because of the
pay dispute,
payment issues.
Yeah. And
that is a face of it.
While the first time we watched Scream 5, it was like, it's pretty good. Have you rewatched it?
I did. I rewatched all of the Scream movies this October. Okay, actually.
When I go back and watch Scream, I only watch Scream 1 and 2, basically. I usually skip 3 and maybe 4 sometimes. I think I've seen Scream 5 once. Maybe I rewatched it before the Scream 6 movie. I'm not sure, but I don't remember. Because, like, it's not that good. It's fine. But it does not...
Wait, which one?
Scream 5. The first one or the new
5,
ones.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. 5 and 6 are...
Especially number 6.
They could have basically been another slasher movie.
Yeah.
But they didn't trust their abilities enough to make it an original. Instead, they went, let's make it simple. Let's just put Ghostface in it and make vague connections to the originals.
Yeah.
Because it could have just been a girl is being haunted by visions of her murder-convicted father.
Yeah. So now...
And someone is hunting her down. Could it be her dad?
Yeah. But now we're here,
No.
30 years later, they're still making Scream movies, and instead of having like, oh, remember the Scream movies from the late 90s, early 2000s?
Yeah.
Those were cool. Yeah, we can rewatch those. Now we have to start, oh, remember Scream? Yeah, it was those 3 cool movies, and then those kind of bad ones in the 2010s. It's like, oh.
Yeah.
Why? Just leave it alone! It was good. We had
But
something
hey, they're
good.
adding McKenna Grace to the
I
the
know,
mix.
that's good, because she's a very good actress.
She's very good. Even though her last movie has been very criticized, but that's based on the...
Ghostbusters?
No. Her latest was Regretting You.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
Regretting You. But it's because it's based on a book that is written by an author who is very problematic. Whatever. I haven't watched the movie. I don't know.
I probably haven't seen her in a movie since Ghostbusters Afterlife. 2021.
I watched Frozen Empire.
I didn't. Yeah, I didn't.
Because I was bored one night. And I was like, I wonder if it is as bad as it seems. And yes, it is. It is as bad as it seems. I don't even remember what happens in half of it, but it's bad. Anywho.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Let's wrap this up.
Yeah, we should wrap this up. Yeah. So, Space Cop. Skip Cop.
You can skip it unless you're a big fan of Red Letter Media, but then you probably have already seen it. So
you can skip Scop it.
Skip Scop it. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's nice. Like I said, I would wholeheartedly recommend Gorilla Interrupted. I would even recommend, if you're into like spoofy, weird horror movies, I would say check out Feeding Frenzy. But you gotta be a diehard fan of Red Letter Media to really appreciate Space Cop and
Reawakening, was it?
what was it? No, was it Reawakened? No, it was something else. Recovered. The Recovered.
Recovered,
yeah.
right?
Yeah. And of course, as always, I definitely recommend you check out Red Letter Media. They're Half in the Bag, review, and Best of the Worst series. Mike and Jay talk about all that stuff. It's very specific kind of humor. It's very dry. It's very like boring. But if you're into that, it's amazing. And it can be quite vulgar, but that's funny. If you're a sophisticated fan of the comedic arts, you can appreciate a good pee-pee poo-poo joke, like I said before. There is an art to a good poop joke.
Sure. The Recovered, right? Yeah.
The Recovered, yeah.
Oh, I actually listed it on my 2021 all movies I've seen list.
Okay. Yeah.
That's when we watched it.
Yeah.
It's not my worst movie that year.
No. So, it's an okay movie.
Fine.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot worse movies than that movie. Yeah. Definitely.
It's got spot 18 from the bottom.
Yeah, sure. But we'll be anywho, we'll be back this week with the new free episode, which is it going to be the special one?
No, we've put something else on it, but I'm not sure we're gonna end up doing that one because we talked about watching something else. Maybe.
Where's the list? There it is.
Run.
Why can't I?
It has to do with running. Yeah.
What? can't I open it?
Running
There we
Man.
go.
Running
Yeah,
Man.
yeah, okay. Yeah. I can't open the list for some reason. I don't understand.
Whatever.
Yeah, we're doing The Running Man. That's it. Right. You're right.
Yeah, unless we end up watching something else, because we talked about watching something else as well. But who knows? We're probably doing
Yeah, I think we're going to do Running Man. Because I really want to see Running Man. It's Edgar Wright. It's Glenn Campbell? What's his name?
Powell.
Glenn Powell. Sorry, Glenn Campbell. I don't know who that is.
It's your man crush of the year. Stop it.
Yeah, well, last year. But
Last year.
Glenn Powell, yes. And of course, I'm a huge fan of the original Running Man movie.
Which I haven't seen, so we're doing that for the companion piece.
Right, you haven't seen that one. Oh,
Not that I know, at least.
yeah.
But that's it.
That's it. Yeah. So yeah, until then, once again, thank you so much for supporting us. Tell all your friends and family. And yeah, we'll see you when we talk about The Running Man. But until then, have a good one. Bye.